commented as we put together our letter each year, this is definitely something that for different business owners gives them opportunities to have access to programs that if you just put that money aside that you pay in your little bid fee, you would never be able to do what is being done on a larger basis.
Awesome.
So.
Well, I thank you so much. I know you guys are all business owners and volunteers on top of being business owners. I don't know how you do it. I appreciate the love that you have for your city and coming up with grant programs for our businesses when we can't have events because of COVID. I mean, like, that's great. We obviously, as a council, don't have time to come up with all that stuff, and having you guys work together to benefit our business community is huge. So thank you so much for being here, and thanks for telling us everything that you did. With that, I would just move to close the public hearing and adopt the council resolution as presented in the agenda packet. Thank you so much, Mrs. Deju. And please visit Guadalupe Brewing in downtown Vista.
Second.
Okay. Anybody else have?
That wasn't part of the motion.
Yeah. Nothing else? Okay, then I will call for the vote.
All in favor, please raise your hand. Motion passes 5-0.
Great. We're doing great tonight. Okay. Okay, so now we're doing public hearing number 3. Our final public hearing is regarding amendments to Chapter 7.10, Cannabis Business Tax. The public hearing is now open. Our city attorney, Daryl Piper, is going to introduce this item.
Thank you, Mayor. When the voters adopted Measure AA for a cannabis tax in 2018, the measure intended that some of the mechanics of administering the tax would be later adopted by the city council. Now that we've had a couple of years of actual operation, we are now in need of having some of those mechanics set forward. Specifically, a small number of retailers are entitled to refunds based on our audit, but we have no procedures for refunds. And so this evening, we are proposing that the City Council adopt the ordinance creating administrative rules relating to the cannabis tax, specifically rules that relate to refunds of tax overpayments, assessing and collecting debts and deficiencies, preventing double taxation, and creating an appeal process for cannabis business taxpayers. And the recommendation is to introduce and adopt the ordinance, adding section 7.10.40, section 7.10.110, 120, and 160 to the cannabis business tax chapter of the Vista Municipal Code. Be happy to answer any questions.
Councilmember, I know I had that from last year.
I know, it's good. I even had a sign with
Councilmember Green.
We were at an event this week and they just kept calling me Deputy Mayor. I almost just took his name tags. So anyways, I get that. No, thank you so much for putting this together. I spoke with a few of our businesses, and overpayment and underpayment is one of the big things that we should definitely have a policy for. So not only underpayment where we're looking for your money, but when you overpay, we have to have a policy for refunding your money. So we didn't even have a policy for refunding money, and based off of Measure AA, which was passed by the voters, that is a power that lies within the council. So I think that the measures that are implemented in this resolution right here pretty much make sense. I think they're very favorable to our business owners, and in speaking with a couple of the local business owners, I know they're excited that we'll have an appeal process as well. So if there's any dispute on accounting between our audit and the numbers that they have, we'll actually have a process for it. So thank you so much, staff, for putting this together. Thanks for explaining it to me, Mr. City Manager, and answering all my questions. And with that, I move to close the public hearing and introduce and adopt City Council Ordinance number 2022 and all of those 7-point dashes that Mr. Piper stated earlier as presented in the agenda package.
Do I have any other speakers or a second? I have a motion and a second, so please cast your votes.
All in favor, please raise your hands. Item passes unanimously.
Okay, that takes us to, we have oral communications. We have one speaker. Erica Leary. You're lucky we got speakers early tonight, huh?
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Good evening, Mayor and councils. We were all here supporting our colleagues with the tobacco presentation, but since we were here in your vicinity, we wanted to take this opportunity to inform you about an exciting new partnership that between Vista Community Clinic, the North Coastal Prevention Coalition, and the North San Diego County NAACP Youth Council. I have Miss Debbie Matthews here, who was their volunteer coordinator and has now joined our team at Vista Community Clinic, and members of the Youth Council, and were newly engaged, and they are helping lead NCPC's annual 420 Remix efforts. You may be very familiar with this. We've been doing it for 15 years. April 20th, I think I've told you by now, is known in pot circles as a pot smoking holiday. We've been trying to counter that message since the early 2000s. Not sure how well we're doing, but we keep trying, and we do want to help make sure that youth do not use that day to engage in using marijuana. So we have two pieces to our effort. We have our countywide PSA contest open to all middle and high school students throughout San Diego County. Some flyers, I'll make sure you have one just to share within your networks. And this year, we were not able to get boomers as a buyout, but we will be offering free boomers in the afternoon from 3 to 6 for every entry that enters our PSA contest. So please help inform all of the students that you know in middle and high school to enter our PSA contest. We will also put information on our website for parents to make sure parents talk to their kids, because we also have learned that Vista Unified has made April 20th a staff development day. So all of our kids will not be in school on April 20th, and we want to make sure they are engaging in productive and wise and healthy choices that day. So that is all I had to announce. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Okay, with that, that's our only speaker, only oral communications. So with that, we move on to our comments. I have here, let's see, this Friday, March 25th, Vista Library is hosting a health resource fair from 9 to 2 p.m. The event is free, and the public can drop by between those hours, between 9 and 2 this Friday. The Legal Aid Society of San Diego is hosting a free webinar for housing providers and tenants on March 25th at 10. Information is online at lassd.org. That's lassd.org, and that's for the free webinar for housing providers and tenants, March 25th, 10 a.m. And the City of Vista is hiring for summer jobs in the Recreation and Community Services Department, so check the jobs online at cityofvista.com/summerjobs. We need kids and want jobs for the summer, so be sure and tell your kids, and let's have everybody sign up to work. And with that, I'm going to go on down the line. I'll do Deputy Mayor first. Nothing tonight. How about Councilmember Joe Green? Something?
Yeah, Joe Green, that's my name. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, thank you so much, Madam Mayor. Appreciate it.
He was handing me something at
Oh,
the same time.
I thought you forgot my last name.
Not multitasking well.
Okay. That's all right. Good to go. No, thank you so much for having me. And just thank you for everybody who came. Although this may have seemed like a very quick meeting, we did a great amount of business. Just as a reminder, today is Tuesday in the city of Vista. We have amazing taco options. So if you have not ran around and checked out our Taco Tuesday options here in the city of Vista, please go right ahead and do that. Also on Friday, I recently RSVP'd, which I'm hoping that Karina was probably going to say this first, but check it out. The annual Women of Impact Awards are on Friday, and at 11 a.m., we will be at the Veterans Association of North County, and our very own Farmer B. Jones is being honored. So many Vistans know Nancy Jones, and I'm so stoked to see her be honored. So Friday at 11 a.m., if any Vistans are watching and available, come to the Veterans Association and party hard for Nancy. Have a great night, Vista.
Councilmember Contreras.
Thanks, Councilmember Green, for sharing that information. We all love Nancy. She picks up trash and keeps the Alta Vista Gardens going.
Yes, she does.
So, that's awesome. I'm glad that she's going to be recognized. Tomorrow, if you ate too many tacos and you want to walk some of them off, maybe just half of one. Between 9 a.m. and 9:15, you can meet up at Luz Duran Park for our trash pickup. And other than that, I hope everybody has a really good night.
Councilmember Melendez.
Nothing more for me. Have a good night, everyone.
How about our city manager, Patrick Johnson?
Thank you, Mayor. I have 3 updates. I want to let the council and the public know that the Breezehill Ball Field lighting project is complete. So the fields are now open to not only the public, but the school district as well as the leagues. Second update is that on East Vista Way at Arcadia on Saturday, again, SDG&E will be doing improvements to their system. And so motorists are advised, as Councilman Green knows well, the last couple of weekends, he's hit the traffic. So if you can avoid the area, that would be preferred. And then the last one is that we've started landscape work on the median at Sycamore Avenue between Grand and Business Park. So at times there'll be traffic control in place to protect the workers who are fixing the medians and improving them. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. So thank you.
How about our city attorney, Joe Piper? Anything?
Thank you, Mayor. Nothing further this evening.
How about our city clerk, Kathy Valdez?
We do have 2 unscheduled vacancies. I know tonight you filled some vacancies, or some annual vacancies anyway, on the CVBID and investment, but we have an opening on our Sales Tax Oversight Committee, which District 2 will be recommending an appointment for, and then also on the Senior Commission, which District 3 will be make a recommendation for. Those applications are due April 1st. Thank you.
Okay, so with that, seeing nothing else, I will say we're adjourned.
I'm sorry.